in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Watson. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Jackson to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jackson on first down. Another completion here to Hunt. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Jackson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Carry here for Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. second down and a run by Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On third down, here's Gibson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On fourth down, Watson. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, Watson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On third down, Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Texans 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, 37 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Dancing to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Out of the gun, Watson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. He'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jackson now. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's go. Hey, report.
Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Timing is so important on a round like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Robinson up the middle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Give to Robinson on the option. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Robinson with another carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Sly able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you're right in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A give left side to Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run again here with Robinson, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Jackson. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown, Houston. Jerry Judy, 36 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, You got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Watson on first down. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, so call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson finding Hunt. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a 1st down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
We changed it.
Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what wouldn't be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for.